Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is February the 2nd, you guys. February the 2nd. Oh my goodness. We are already in the month of February. I want to welcome you to Barbara's Stamp Pad. Be going live at 10 a.m. Wednesday mornings to show you how you can use your StampinUp products in order to make some scrapbook page layouts. Good morning, Stella. Good morning, Pat. Welcome, ladies. I was trying to get, for some reason, I keep refreshing. I don't know if I have to turn something off and reboot it, but thank you for sharing, Pat. Oh, they finally came in. Yay! My iPad kept, it didn't want to connect, so I have to email the names, and then I copy and paste them into the wheel. So let me do that while we're waiting for a couple of more people to come on. That'll buy me a minute's more time. Let me get these pasted in the wheel. Do some shuffling. Let's see. Let's create that. What was last week? The 26th. 126. Can't spell drawing. There we go. All right, let's shuffle this thing a few times here. Good morning, Mary Ellen. I'm going to shuffle this while I go back and forth to my phone. Good morning, Terry. Trying to do two things at one time. Good morning, Susan. I'm going to look up and then go down every time. Good morning, Jocelyn. Thank you for sharing, Susan. Let me go back and make sure I didn't miss somebody. Mary Ellen, there was Pat. Okay, let me shuffle this again. Welcome, ladies. I hope wherever you are warm. I've got my heater on right next to me. I was watching a stream on one of the news stations on YouTube, and it's just a bunch of people that are stuck on the highways in Indiana and Indianapolis, and I just got really cold looking at that. Oh. I hope none of you are in this direct snowmageddon. I am in San Antonio. I'm just really shuffling this wheel for the prize. Let me do it one more time. And then let me get it ready to spin. Okay, I'm gonna leave that off to the side. It's ready to go. Good morning, Donna. All right, while I'm doing a little introduction, I don't know if y'all saw my little post about going live this morning, but I want to do another drawing. I want to do two drawings, okay? This one is going to be kind of like on the spot drawing. And okay, so good morning, Cindy. Who can guess, as of 10 o'clock this morning, how long have I been up? Hi, Susan. That's my Aunt Susan. So whoever is the closest that can guess how long I have been up straight, like I have not slept, and it would be yesterday's date, so we can say, yeah, just guess. I don't want to give too much because I don't want to make it too easy, but while I'm pulling a couple of extra prizes, if you think you know how long, what time did I get up yesterday morning? And just know that I've been up ever since then. I stayed up all night last night. And I'm still not sleepy, but I have a really good feeling I'm going to crash hard at some point this afternoon. I'm gonna tell myself, oh, I'll just take a nap, and I'm gonna think I've only been asleep for maybe half an hour, but it's gonna be like maybe 12 hours. So put how long, put what time you think I woke up yesterday morning, and let me grab a couple of prizes for the extra drawing. And whoever gets the closest will win. And I've got several prizes here that I can do a little mix and matching. I pulled some samples earlier just to have some extra ones on hand. So I'm gonna give it like another. I'm gonna give it till 10:15. And then I'll have to go back and look to see who's the closest. But welcome. I want to welcome you all. My name is Barbara Ragsdale, and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator that lives in the San Antonio, Texas area. So we've got some cold weather coming our way. So clearly I've ordered, what is the number one thing everybody freaks out? I've got the toilet paper, I've got the water. No, I ordered groceries late last night while I was up, so I'm going to pick them up this afternoon at 2:30. I'll go swing by H-E-B and go pick those up. So I wanted to make sure that we were going to be okay for at least the next week, because as cold as it's going to get, I'm not going to want to get out. That's for sure. So, but I do want to welcome you all. If this is your first time joining, you probably see live. I am live right now. And if you don't see that live, you might be watching the replay either on Facebook, or you might be watching me off my YouTube channel. And if you're watching me on the replay on YouTube, thank you for subscribing to my channel. If you haven't already, go ahead and stamp that red subscription button and turn on your notifications. That way you get notified whenever I upload a video or when I eventually go live from YouTube. Because that's my plan, is to transition from Facebook Lives to YouTube Lives. That way I can just stream it off YouTube, and it automatically, I can have it streamed back to Facebook, so that I'm not doing double work, uploading, and then all that goes with it. So, but I do want to welcome you. We are going to be starting a new layout today. And let me check the time. So a few more minutes. We're going to be starting a new layout today. It's layout number 29. And it's going to be featuring some products from the Heart and Home Suite Collection in our January to June 2022 mini catalog. If you don't have a catalog and you are in need of catalog or catalogs, let me know. When you sign up for my email list, you automatically will get a complimentary set. If you need all three, we have an annual catalog, we have this January to June mini catalog, and then we also have a celebration brochure, because we are literally halfway through our celebration promotion for the first part of the year. And what that means is, for every $50 that you order, you get to choose something for free out of the celebration brochure. Stamps, designer series paper. There's items that coordinate with bundles in our mini catalog, And there's even, this one's my favorite. That one's my favorite. The Friendly Hello. This is free with a $100 purchase, but you are getting a stamp set and a 12 by 12 pack of designer series paper. That's pretty cool. And then Special Moments is also free with a $100 purchase, because that is a pretty large stamp set that has lots of, you can see the variety of sentiments and greetings that are on there. So Celebration, we are literally in our last month. It ends February the 28th. So you still have time, there's still time, but as we get closer to the middle to the end of the promotion, things could very well start to sell out. So I would pretty much say, if you are looking for any of the products in the celebration and you want to get any of it, I would probably get it sooner than later, just in case something maybe goes on back order and then we don't get to see it for a while. But the layout number 29 is also going to be using some of the products, not all of them, but most of them, from the Heart and Home Suite. And specifically, it is going to be the Honeybee bundle, which is the bundle that you would see on page 61. I didn't use any sentiments. I mainly used some of the floral images. But also, for the month of February, we have a new host code. I don't have the cards to show you yet because I'm literally halfway through making them and then I have to do tutorials. But they are going to be using the Honeybee Home Bundle, and it is 4 cards. That is the free kit in the mail. So by Sunday, I'll be able to show you the cards that you would get as a free kit in the mail with your order of $25 or more on my website using that host code, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. Let me take a look at the time. Okay, we got 10:15. Let's see. I'm going to go back to the beginning here. I'm looking at the times. Ooh, Pat just got a Stampin' Up order. Well, Pat, I will understand if you want to watch the replay later, because I know what it's like to get a Stampin' Up box and you just want to open it and start playing with your stuff. Okay, let's see. I think I got to the beginning. Okay, so the answer is, I haven't looked at all of them yet, but the answer is, I have been up since 9 o'clock yesterday morning. And from what I can see so far, who's the closest to 9 a.m.? Pat said 26 hours. That's pretty close, Pat. I almost said 9:02. Oh, Patty, I don't know if you wrote that in there after I said what I did or what, but the first one that I saw was Pat at 26 hours, but that's kind of overshooting it. So the next one is going to be Cindy. Cindy's close, within an hour. 8 a.m. So, yay, Cindy. Okay, well, let's get the first drawing out of the way so we can get started on our layout. These are the names from last week. So if you liked, commented, or shared my video, your name's on the wheel, and if you share, you get an extra entry, but you have to come back after you share the video. You have to come back in the comments and type shared. So if you're new and you see others that are commenting shared or shared in the comment section, That's because they're sharing my video. And when you share my video, you actually get double credit on the wheel. So they're just coming back and letting me know that they shared so that I could give them that extra entry. So we always have a lot of entries, especially with the shares. And for this one, I went ahead and pulled another chamois. So, and then a clear case so you can put your chamois in. If you have not, you can never have too many chamois. Let's just put it that way. And the chamois, we use them to help clean our stamps off. You can get these, you can probably see it looks like it's a little moist on the inside, and that's how they come packaged to us. I've never gotten one that's been completely dry. I don't know what the solution is they put in there to kind of keep it moist, but in any case, you get these wet and you just wring them out, and then you can put your chamois, if you've never used one before, you can keep it inside the case. Depending on your climate, you might, in between uses, have to just air dry them out. You definitely don't want to keep them closed up because they could mildew. But they're very easy to maintain. Just keep them clean. Occasionally, you know, go wash them through some warm water just to get that extra ink out. They will stain, but it doesn't interfere with cleaning the stamp. So basically you just rub your stamp over it and you'll see the ink transfer on here, and then your stamp becomes clean. So if you've never used a chamois before, that's basically the nuts and bolts of the chamois. So let's give away a chamois. And good luck to everybody. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Bev, I don't know if you're watching right now, but you were really, really close. But it's Heather. Heather Patterson. Good morning, Veronica. Thank you for sharing, Cindy. I don't know if Heather is on here just yet. Sometimes she comes on and then sometimes she... good morning, Darcy. And then sometimes she watches the replay. So, congratulations, Heather. If you come on later and you're wondering why people are congratulating you, it's because you won a chamois and a case. So yay! Let me put that off to the side. And then I'll do two drawings. I'll do one for Cindy because she was the closest. She got within an hour. So Cindy, let's see. I was trying to make it real easy on me and easy for shipping as well. So I have got a little sampling of some of our packaging. You have a mini paper pumpkin box. There's an acrylic block, acrylic, what do they call them? Acrylic. It's an acetate box, Barbara. It's an acetate box. Let's see. Let's give a small one. This is a Simply Classic treat box. I don't have one put together. I'll show you what it looks like. And one of the cellophane bags. So you have a little sampling of some of our packaging. And then for Patty, was it Patty? Was it Patty? Oh yeah, it was Patty, the one that said 902. I have a sampling of our, there should be 5 of them here, of our ombre bags. The little 3x3 acetate card box. And the scallop treat box. They're all flat right now. I'm not going to assemble any of them, but if you need pictures of them assembled, I can send you some. So, but congratulations. Both of those ladies got the closest. Yes, my, don't ask me why. I just couldn't go to sleep. So I stayed up all night crafting. And then I was watching, let me get this off to the side here. Then I was watching, come on. I'm trying to prop this up so it doesn't move on me. Okay, hopefully that won't move on me. But, turn that off. Yeah, I was just up late watching scary movies, scary stories. I wasn't actually watching them, but I was like listening while I was crafting. So, yeah. Let me move this back. I'll try to adjust this a little bit more so I can make sure y'all can't see my feet because I have my house shoes on today. It's all about comfort. Okay, I think we're good on there. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me just catch up. You're welcome, Patty. You're welcome, Cindy. Yeah, thank you for sharing, Veronica, sorry. All right, let's go ahead and get this going. Let's get this layout going. Where do I start? We are going to start with, I already have my cuts ready. Let me get my glue. This is the designer series paper that comes with the Heart and Home. Let me get the little pieces here. Oops. It is called Heart and Home, by the way. And let me get my pieces laid out here. I remember how I put these on. This was a little boo-boo, but I've made it still work because somehow I managed to cut it a ½ inch short. I don't know. Maybe it's the delirium from being up, more than 24 hours. But anyway, we have this little strip. If I can remember, I've got the paper right to the right of me, but if I can remember, I will get the paper out and show you all of the pieces if you've not seen this paper. It's gorgeous. But then again, most of our designer series paper is gorgeous. So, because all of this designer series paper, on one side there's prints, there's floral prints, and then the other side, I'm just lining that up so make sure it's straight. Try not to get in the camera either. It should be straight. And I use glue, that way I could move it if I needed to help get it in place a little bit. There we go. So on the designer series paper, this particular DSP, the Heart and Home, one side is like a floral print, and the other side is going to be like a whitewash wood grain kind of look. And there's different styles. It's not all the same. Like as you can see, this one is vertical, and this one's horizontal because we got two different types of paper here. So I wanted to be able to use both sides, couple of sides. So all right, and then we're going to line this one up, make sure we got it going the right direction. And we're going to bump this one up against this one right here. I almost used a color 12 by 12 base, but I was like, no, this has a lot of white in it, so let me make it a white one. And quite honestly, this mat, this cardstock is going to get covered up anyway. But it helps hold all these pieces together. But I think, let me know if you think the same thing, but I think this whitewashed wood grain makes a awesome background. I hate covering up this pretty side too. This is a pretty garden green with, some floral on that as well. So I'm gonna move this up against that one. There we go. And then I should be left with like a ½ inch, and that's where I went wrong earlier, and I had to cut another piece. So I just cut another piece of this one just to help kind of offset it a little bit, because originally I wanted this to go all the way to the edge, but I guess it'll work either way. It'll work. We'll make it work. Okay. All right. Let me see if I can grab that without getting glue on my hands and fingers. And then this is going to go in there. So that's pretty good. That's pretty close. There we go. Okay, so now we have our entire layout base down with some DSP. I am going to be using the doilies. Let me grab them real quick so I can show you. These are the Heart and Home doilies, and they come in a few colors, by the way. They do come in Misty Moonlight. They come in Basic Gray, Cinnamon Cider, and that's it. There's those three colors. But the opposite side is white. So if you wanted to use, it's not like basic white, but it's pretty close. You could use this side as well. And if you wanted it to make a different color, just use our blending brushes and brush that and give it another color that you want it to be. Okay, and then we're going to put these. I'm only going to put glue on this side right here, on this little piece right there. And then this one is going to go kind of up here. Straight flush. I just took one doily and cut it in half. And let me make sure I'm getting that straight. There we go. And then the other one, put some glue on there. I'm going to put that one down at the bottom. Go. It was just easiest to put it in the middle and just let that be up a little bit. It's okay. It's going to probably flatten back down once you put it in your scrapbooking album. Okay. Now I've got 3 mats. I am using this Designer Series paper, and let me just set it down. And then this is Pale Papaya. I did use the rectangular stitch dies in order to get that stitched edging, just so that it wasn't plain. That's going to be a photo mat. And then I broke out the Ornate Layers dies, and I used this die twice. Let me poke that out. Drives me nuts when I see a straggling one still left in there. Okay, and that one's going to go vertical. And then I cut a piece of basic white to fit the inside of it. Either one of these can be photo mats, or one can be a photo mat and one can be a journaling mat. This piece is totally optional. So if you have a photo you're going to put in here, it's going to cover up probably most of this Pale Papaya. So I just went ahead and cut another piece. So just because I felt like it needed some more white on top to offset the rest of the white that's in the whitewash, you know, and on the Designer Series paper. I don't know. It just looked weird to me not having them on there. So if you're recreating this layout and you're planning on putting pictures, I wouldn't worry about this, okay? This is just my ideas, just to get you started on some inspiration. So let me I'm going to go ahead and mat these. Let me mat those, and then we're going to pop these up with some dimensionals, because we want a little bit of dimension on these. And then I've gone ahead, just to save some time, I've gone ahead and stamped and colored the floral images that I'm using on this particular page. And I'll show you what I did to get to that point. Okay, so let's put 1, 2, 3. We're going to put that one up kind of right there. And then the same thing with this one. Just up a little higher, more portrait. Okay. Let's get some dimensions on the back of that one. I will remind you that when the video is over and after I post it, if you give me about 15 minutes, I'll update the description details, and there's going to be several links on there you might want to check out for my events that I have coming up. The Spring Into Retreat, let me get this on here, to go add-on classes link will be there. Oops, probably should use glue, this one. The Summer Weekend Retreat still has availability as far as in person. The Summer Retreat is going to be using new product out of our new annual catalog. So how about that? So you can still take advantage of getting the Spring Retreat to go. I'm going to pop this up on dimensionals too. If you just want the tutorials, those are going to be available for purchase as well. The 2 add-on classes, one of them is going to be using the Hello Ladybug bundle. And that class is actually going to contain the bundle for the class. And I did that because the very next weekend after the Spring Retreat is my next bingo event, my online bingo event. Let me get this lined up here. And the make and takes that we're going to be using for the bingo, let me move it up a little bit. No, it was supposed to be centered. Bear with me while I talk to myself. The make and takes for the online bingo class uses the Hello Ladybug bundle, and those make and takes will be different than the retreat make and takes, just so you know, okay? And then let me get, these are the pieces. Let me show you the stamp set if you haven't seen the stamp set yet. So this is the Honeybee Home bundle. We've got several floral images. Sorry, I caught a whiff of I think one of the cats used the restroom, and man, smell travels, because I can smell something right now. P.U. I don't know who it was, but yeah. But anyway, there's several floral images, and you've got these honeybees. Got 3 different kinds, and then you have all these sentiments. I'm not using any sentiments on this side of the page. I will use a sentiment on the other side of the page, and it's going to be the so glad we're family. I've got a little spot reserved for that, but there are coordinating dies. Open that up there. We've got some coordinating dies, and then there's even some extra dies for some extra little floral images. And this is one of them. I used Pale Papaya, the dark Pale Papaya blend, to color the flowers. And then we don't have a garden green blend, so what I did is I ended up taking the Stampin' Up marker in garden green, and I used the little paintbrush tip side, and I just colored in the little leaves. Okay, and I actually did 3 of those, okay? One's going to go over here. Some of the other little leafy dies that came with it, I did several of these in our cardstock vellum. So I could sprinkle a little cardstock vellum in with this. This is another image. And on this one, I used fresh freesia. I used light fresh freesia on that one. And I'm just going to put these all in place. And then this one, I've gone ahead and put dimensionals on the back too. Just trying to get these in place. Why do I have two of those? Oh, one goes over here. And one, two. Here we go. There's the second one. And then I've got these little fellas right here. I'm just trying to make sure I have all my little pieces accounted for. And then got these and those. Okay, so let's get these put down. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing any pieces. Okay, I just used the mini dimensionals on the back. Now I'll also be listing the supplies that I use. So there'll be a supply list, and then let me get that one right in here. There'll be a supply list, and then my looking for the glue dots. Okay, here they are. Can find my glue dots. And then for my VIP group, the measurements will be loaded later this evening. I've got those already ready to go. I just got to upload them. I'm just going to put a little bit right there in the front. And then this one, yeah, let's put some, I thought I had dimensionals on that one. Let's put some dimensionals on this one so we can pop this up too. Let's see, what else is going on? Oh, I have a couple of things I have to go pick up from FedEx, so I can, if I don't remember what they are. Well, I kind of remember what they are, but I don't remember the details off the top of my head. But we have a new promotion thing that came out today. Let me see if I can pull it up. Making sure I'm pulling up the right one, so I can at least pull up the PDF and tell you what that's all about while I'm doing this. Okay, this one was going to go on this one was going to go directly down. So let me just get some adhesive on that one. Okay, so this one's going to go directly on that, and then this one's going to be popped up a little bit. Okay, so it's called All Together. Where's the description? Sorry, I'm trying to make the PDF bigger so I can actually read it from over here. It's called All Together Collection. It's a stamp set that is called Here Together. You might have seen this already. There's also 6x6 designer series paper, coordinating dies, and a collection of natural tones in our blends. And I don't have a description about it right now. I want to make sure that doesn't interfere with the picture. I haven't ordered mine yet, so I haven't been able to play with that one. So, but when I sent out my newsletter yesterday, I attached the PDF for that. So if you get my newsletter, you can click the picture in the newsletter, and that'll give you some more information about all the products that are available. It's one of those things that is only going to be available till like May. Kind of like last year, we had the Make sure that didn't tear. What did we have last year? The butterfly, was it the butterfly wishes? The butterfly stuff? Get that down. Yeah, it was the butterfly collection that was only available for a limited time. Well, this is going to be the same thing. Some of these products are only going to be available, make sure that's on there right, for a limited time as well. It's got a little bouquet of flowers going there. I think all my pieces are down except for these. And then, oh, by the way, that total collection is $105, and you can add that to your starter kit if you purchased your own kit. And then the other one is, I'm pulling that one up while I get some glue dots on the back of this, is called, oh, I think y'all are going to like that. Waves of the Ocean is what that one is called. Get that put down. I'm just going to put one glue dot on that one. And that one is going to be available beginning March 1st. So right now for demonstrators, we can pre-order that. And if you haven't seen a picture, I did put that picture also in my newsletter as well. It's called Wave of the Ocean. It's going to be one of those things that's going to be, oh wait, maybe that's the one. Oh, don't listen to me, y'all. I'm trying to do this and talk at the same time. I think I might have just gotten something mixed up. Because this one says available from March 1st to May 2nd. And I'm not looking at the comments, so if there's another demonstrator on here that's correcting me, I did not see that. So I might have said something wrong. So I'm just going to be quiet and finish putting this stuff together before I go promising something that's not true. Just know there's some new and exciting things coming out. But when isn't there with Stampin' Up? We always have some new and exciting things always coming out. It's always sad to see things when they retire, but at the same time, it's always nice to have some new things. Now, what I did with this, these were just little bitty pieces of the denim ribbon that returned, that came back, and I just had a couple of little pieces, and it's part of the collection, so I thought, well, let me figure out how I can throw this on here. I just took a couple of pieces and trimmed the edges a little bit, kind of made them into a V. I've got a glue dot in the middle holding that piece together, that way it's easy for me to put back down, and get a glue dot on here. I just decided to do that like that. Okay, and then instead of using these little honeybees, like instead of stamping them and then coloring them or not coloring them and then die cutting them out, I decided that I wanted to use our little bumblebee trinkets. So I got a couple of bumblebee trinkets here, and then I also have the butterfly the little brushed brass butterflies that are new. I've used these on several projects so far, so I'm going to put a glue dot on the back of this little bumblebee trinket. And this one, this little feller, is going to go right there, so it looks like he's getting ready to do his thing with that flower. And then the other one, get a glue dot on the back of that one, is, oops, there we go. It's gonna go right there, oops, for that flower. And then these little brass butterflies, they have a little adhesive on the back, kind of like a really thin glue dot. It's gonna take a couple of those. I'm gonna use the big one since this is a large layout. and just kind of randomly, I'm going to put a little group of them. They'll be flying together up here. That's the joy of having little cute accessories like this, is you can just, you know, throw these on your layouts and really kind of dress those up. But I think that's all the little pieces that I had. But close that, and I don't know if y'all can see that whole page at one time there, but there you have it. There is layout number 29, page 1, using our Honeybee Home bundle. That's part of the Heart and Home suite. Be like that. I might put a little glue behind that one to keep that down so it doesn't catch on to something, but for the most part, that's mainly it. The only other thing I would suggest if you really wanted to do something is if you wanted to put some bows, you could put bows on it. These are just some extra suggestions. I would tie maybe even fresh freesia or the pale papaya. I would probably tie little bows and just put them at the bottom of these flowers. That's probably too many bows. You could also break out your Wink of Stella, which is glitter in a brush. If you wanted to give your little flowers just a little bit of shine, you could certainly do that. I like these flowers. I don't know, they're just cute. Just give your flowers just a little bit of shine. Glitter in a brush. It doesn't have to be all of them. But, but there you have it. You have it. So thank you all for joining me today. Next week, we'll be doing page 2. So the other half of the layout. That way we can have a completed full spread layout going here. All right. So thank you all. Let's see. Let me make sure Yeah, Bev. You're good, Bev. There's always the replay. Thank you, Donna. Oh, is that what you got, Pat? The waves of the ocean? Ooh. See there, people? If you're not a demonstrator, that's one of the awesome benefits of being a demonstrator. And right now, of course, there's no obligation with our kit. Thank you for sharing, Kathy. There is no obligation with our kit. You can purchase your own kit just for the discount. And right now, through the end of February, thank you for sharing, Donna. Oh, Donna's sick. Oh no. Sorry, Donna. Hope you get to feeling better. Patty. Don't do scrapbooking, but I do love the ideas for cards making, which I do love. Oh. You know, Patty, also, you don't necessarily have to do like complete scrapbook layout pages, because if you wanted to do like a little gift to somebody, you could also do a page up and just do one page and then frame it and give it as a gift to somebody. And they can put their own pictures in it or their own piece of home decor, whatever the theme is. That's another. We call those, typically we call those samplers. But you can also get away with framing a scrapbook page as well. Yeah. I forgot what I was talking about, but that's okay. So anyway, thank you all for joining. If you want to come back, I will be back Sunday afternoon at 3 p.m. Central Time, and we will be actually assembling the monthly card, the monthly free kit in the mail for the month of February. Okay? So I hope to see you then. Y'all have a great day. Stay safe, stay warm wherever you are, and y'all have a great rest of your day. Bye.